Have you ever felt uneasy in a moment of perfect peace? The world is calm, your heart is light, yet you're waiting for something to go wrong. Happiness feels fragile, like glass you're afraid to touch. Instead of soaking in the sunlight, you scan the horizon for clouds. It's a deeply human response. Life has taught you to brace for impact, even when there's nothing to fear. Sometimes, you create your own static, disrupting the silence before the universe can. If you break the stillness, at least you're not caught off guard. The quiet never seems to last, and you're always ready for its end. Sometimes, anxiety blooms brightest in the sunshine. When everything is right, your mind forecasts rain, searching for flaws in the masterpiece. You carry an umbrella on clear days, always prepared for storms because you've known them before. Happiness feels precarious. You remember how quickly warmth can turn cold. Finding the imperfection first feels like protection, a way to manage disappointment before it arrives. The gentle melancholy of an overcast day feels safer than the blinding vulnerability of joy. You're not wishing for sadness, just wary of joy's impermanence. The muted light matches the cautious quiet of your heart. Think of sadness as a heavy winter coat, uncomfortable, yet oddly reassuring. It's thick and weighty, pressing down on your shoulders, but it's also something you know intimately. Over time, you learn to move with its bulk, to adjust your posture and your pace to accommodate its presence. The coat becomes a part of you, a second skin that shields you from the world's unpredictability. Even though it's cumbersome, it offers a sense of safety, a barrier between you and the rawness of life outside. After a long, relentless winter, the first hints of spring can feel almost jarring. The air is softer, the light is brighter, and the world seems to invite you to shed your layers. But the warmth of spring feels foreign, almost alarming, as if you've forgotten how to exist without the protection of your coat. You hesitate, unsure if you can trust this new gentleness, worried that the cold might return at any moment. Without your coat, you feel exposed, vulnerable to the unpredictable breezes that might still linger. There's a sense of being unprepared, as if you've left behind something essential. The chill of uncertainty creeps in, making you question whether you're ready to face the world without your familiar armor. In these moments, sadness becomes a kind of refuge, a pain you know how to survive. It's not pleasant, but it's predictable. You know its contours, its weight, and its limits. There's comfort in the routine of it, in the way it wraps around you and muffles the sharp edges of the world. We cling to what hurts, not because we want to suffer, but because the familiar pain feels safer than the unknown. The coat, heavy as it is something we understand. Letting go of it means stepping into uncertainty, and that can be more frightening than the sadness itself. Happiness is uncharted territory, beautiful but unknown, and at times overwhelming. The sunlight beckons, promising warmth and freedom, but it also exposes you to new risks. There's no guarantee the warmth will last, and the fear of being caught unprotected lingers in the back of your mind. Letting go of the coat means trusting that the warmth will endure, that you can survive without your old defenses. It's a leap of faith, a decision to believe in the possibility of comfort without the weight. For many, that leap feels almost impossible, as if you're being asked to step into a world you've never known. It's easier sometimes to stay bundled in what you know than to risk stepping into the sun. The familiar heaviness of the coat is a comfort, even as it weighs you down. But every spring the world gently reminds us that warmth is possible, and that maybe, just maybe, we can learn to trust it. We don't cling to pain because we love suffering, but because it's familiar. The ache is a constant companion, a landmark in our emotional landscape. Its absence feels wrong, like a missing step on a staircase. Pain has boundaries. You know how to navigate it. To embrace happiness can feel like betraying the self who endured the pain. So you keep a sliver of sadness as a memento, proof of survival. The undertow of familiar sadness anchors you, keeping you close to shore. It keeps you safe, but also stuck, never venturing into deeper, brighter waters. Hyper-vigilance isn't brokenness, It's survival. Your heart is a watchman, trained by past battles to guard against pain. Like a soldier home from war, you're always on alert, even in peace. This instinct is a testament to your resilience. Your heart scrutinizes joy, kindness, and peace, always searching for hidden costs. The challenge isn't to dismantle this defense, but to gently show your heart the war is over. Thank it for its service, and reassure it that it can rest now. The coast, for now, is clear. After years of turmoil, peace feels like a stranger at your door. Your life is arranged for chaos. There's no room for quiet. Your nervous system, used to stress, misreads calm as something wrong. Stillness feels suspicious, like the calm before a storm. Embracing peace means inviting it in, learning its gentle language. It's a slow process, offering peace a safe space until it feels familiar. One day you'll recognize it as a friend, not a threat. Be gentle with yourself. You're learning a new language, one that isn't spoken with words, but with the subtle shifts of light and the quiet invitation of ease. This is a language that asks you to listen not just with your ears, but with your whole being. It's unfamiliar, and that's okay. You're not expected to be fluent overnight. Like any new language, it takes time, patience, and a willingness to stumble as you find your way. You're fluent in struggle. Your mind knows the vocabulary of worry. Your body remembers the grammar of tension. Joy and calm, though, might feel like foreign words, strange and hard to pronounce. It's natural to feel awkward or even resistant when you try to let them in. You might wonder if you're doing it right, or if you even deserve to feel at ease. Sometimes you'll find yourself slipping back into old habits, seeking comfort in familiar patterns, even if they no longer serve you. This is normal. It's part of the process. Learning something new often means revisiting the old, noticing it, and gently choosing again. Each time you notice yourself reverting, it's not a failure, but a sign that you're becoming more aware. Remember, happiness isn't always a loan to repay or a debt to be earned. Sometimes it arrives quietly, like a gift left on your doorstep. You don't have to question it or wonder if you're worthy. You can simply accept it, even if it feels unfamiliar or fleeting. Practice presence in the smallest ways. Notice the warmth of tea in your hands, the gentle sound of rain tapping against the window, the soft affection of a pet curling up beside you. These are invitations to return to yourself, to anchor in the here and now, even if just for a breath or two. These small moments are manageable doses of joy, gentle reminders that your heart can recalibrate. They are like stepping stones, guiding you across the river of old habits toward a new shore. Each one is a chance to practice, to build trust in the possibility of ease. Each time you inhabit these moments, you teach your heart it's safe to relax, to let go of the constant vigilance. You show yourself that it's possible to rest, even if only for a moment, and that these moments can add up to something meaningful. You're writing a new narrative, one where light doesn't always mean shadow follows. You're learning to trust that good things can last, that peace can be more than a brief visitor. With every step, you're creating a story where you are allowed to feel safe in the light. Sometimes the light is just the light, and you're allowed to stand in it, to let it warm your face, to let it fill you up. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to apologize for it. You can simply be here, learning this new language, one gentle moment at a time. Imagine your life as a shoreline. You've lived in a sheltered cove, safe but limited. Beyond is a vast ocean, intimidating but full of possibility. You don't have to dive in, just walk along the edge, let the water touch your feet. Embracing peace is a slow exploration, not a plunge. Notice the rhythm of the waves, the light on the water, the fresh air. This shoreline is a space to practice being with calm, to learn its tides. Here, you can build a new relationship with your own heart's ocean. The water isn't there to drown you, it's there to hold you. Imagine your life as a story still being written, a journey with chapters yet to unfold, and blank pages waiting for your touch. Each morning, as you wake, you're greeted by a fresh canvas, untouched and brimming with possibility. The past may have left its marks, but ahead of you lies space for new beginnings, new dreams, and new colors you've yet to discover. Your heart is like a canvas, textured by memories and layered with the storms you've weathered. Some layers are dark, reminders of pain or loss, but beneath and above them, there's always room for something brighter. No matter how many storms have passed, your heart remains open, ready to be transformed by new colors, new experiences, and new hope. You are the artist of your own life. The brush is in your hand, and with every choice, every action, you decide what gets painted next. Even if you've never painted before, or if you've made mistakes, you can always begin again. The power to create, to change, to add beauty, is yours alone. For years, perhaps, you've painted mostly in grays and blues, colors of sadness, routine, or comfort. But now, in your palette, you find yellows that shine with hope, pinks that pulse with love, greens that whisper of growth, and oranges that spark with energy. These new colors are invitations to feel, to try, to live more fully. You don't have to change everything at once. Start small. Add a single touch of new color to your day. Maybe it's a new habit, a kind word, or a moment of courage. Watch how even the smallest stroke can shift the whole picture, bringing warmth and light where there was none before. Remember, new colors don't erase what came before. Instead, they add depth, richness, and dimension to your story. The shadows and highlights together create something uniquely yours, a tapestry of experience, resilience, and hope. Each day is a chance to add another stroke, another shade of light. Over time, these small acts of creation build upon each other, turning your canvas into a vibrant reflection of your journey. Progress may be slow, but every color matters. Some days you'll find yourself reaching for old colors, habits, feelings, or memories that are familiar. That's okay. Those colors are part of your story too, and they have their place on your canvas. But as you continue, you'll notice your painting changing. The new, vibrant picture that emerges will honor the past, weaving old and new together, but it won't be defined by what came before. Instead, it will be a testament to your growth, your courage, and your willingness to embrace change. In the end, the canvas is yours, full of light, breathtaking, and beautifully new. Step back and admire what you've created. This is your masterpiece, and it's only just beginning.